What's up guys, Team Calisthenics here with a new video. So what we're going to be talking about today is whether or not calisthenics is right for you. So we're going to kind of look at the good and the bad with weight training versus calisthenics. So the biggest and most obvious difference between weight training and calisthenics is how convenient calisthenics is versus how convenient weight training is. So for weight training, you either have to have a home gym, buy some dumbbells, barbells, a few pieces of equipment, and if you want to do the big compound moves like bench press and squat, you're going to need some sort of a rack as well. So it basically means either investing a lot of money for your home gym or paying a monthly or annual fee for a gym membership. Now with calisthenics, you can do that pretty much anytime, anywhere. So you can get down on the floor, you can do push-ups. If you don't have a pull-up bar, you can go find a ledge or a tree, do pull-ups there. You can bring two chairs together, do some dips. The thing is with calisthenics is that you can really use your environment to your benefit, and you can be very creative with it. The next thing that's going to determine whether calisthenics or weight training is going to be your choice is what is your goal? Are you wanting to build a big physique to compete on stage? Are you wanting to be the next Mr. Olympia? Are you wanting to be a powerlifter? If it's any one of those, then you probably want to go to the gym with weight training where you can get the machines for isolation exercises. That way you can get your body the way you want it to be, proportionate and everything, just to be very aesthetic. So when you step on stage, the judges are like, well shit, that guy's really well built, he's very well proportioned. Then you want to probably hit the gym. And if you're wanting to be a powerlifter, then you're obviously going to have to shift a lot of weight with your squats, deadlifts, bench press, and so on. Now, if you want to be a bit more free with your workouts, like I said, work out anytime, anywhere, then maybe calisthenics is more your thing. With calisthenics, what you're going to be doing is you're going to be working on your push-up variations, pull-up variation, dips, and eventually move on to the more advanced moves like the planche push-up, just planche hold. Lots of impressive moves that you can do with your own body weight. So if you're more of the fun kind of person that likes to play around with their body weight and see what they can achieve with their body, then maybe calisthenics is more for you. Now the next point we're going to talk about isn't really a comparison between the two, between weight training and calisthenics. It's just a common misconception that people think that you can't build serious muscle mass with calisthenics. Now this isn't true because the principles of progressive overload are the exact same whether you're lifting dumbbells or whether you're lifting your body weight. There are different styles of training, of course, the exercises are slightly different, but you can do weighted calisthenics, so you can add a weight belt for your pull-ups, for your dips, you can throw some weight on your back for your push-ups, and make it more challenging for yourself and progress. So the thing with calisthenics is that you're going to have to be more creative in finding ways to make it more challenging for yourself, but it's definitely possible and it's not complicated. Now with weight training, obviously, the more weight you put on, the more reps you do, the bigger you're going to get. But the common thing between the two is that your nutrition is going to play the biggest role in how much muscle mass you build, how lean you are. So don't go thinking that with calisthenics you can't build serious muscle, because you absolutely can, and the same goes for weight training. Now the last point I'm going to go over is basically a comparison between the kind of stimulus you're going to get from calisthenics training and the kind of stimulus you're going to get from weight training. Now with calisthenics training, most of the exercises are going to be compound exercises, meaning that multiple muscle groups and joints are going to be working in one exercise. So for your pull-up, for example, you're going to be using your lats, your rear delt, your biceps, forearms, and your core is also going to stabilize you so that you don't swing back and forth when you're doing your pull-up. So in that respect, I guess there's a lot more to it than what you do in the gym, which would be a lat pull down. Lat pull down still works the same muscles, so your lats, your biceps, and your rear delts, and your forearms, but you're locked in place, your legs are jammed in place, and you don't really have to stabilize yourself as much. And so in that respect, I guess it's kind of different. Most of the moves in calisthenics are going to require you to stabilize your body more. And with the gym, you do have a lot of machine options that allow you to lock yourself in place and really isolate a certain muscle group, which is harder to do with calisthenics. So that's one thing to keep in mind. With calisthenics, you're going to be working your body kind of all over with most exercises. And with the gym, you can really isolate. Another thing I wanted to talk about is your chances of getting injured. Now, I know with any sport, there's always going to be a chance that you're going to get injured. With weightlifting, you have a lot of weight and your body's under a lot of tension. So like if you don't do it with proper form, there's a good chance you're going to like fuck your knees if you're doing squats. You're going to screw your shoulder up doing bench press. screw your back up doing deadlifts. I mean, I'm not trying to knock on weight training, I'm just saying that with weight training, a lot of the time you're handling a lot more weight, so you really do have to be careful with your form. And of course with calisthenics, you have to be careful with your form too. And it's just the thing is with calisthenics is that the way your body moves when you do a pull-up or a push-up, it's a lot more natural, it's a lot more intuitive, if that makes any sense. So your body's moving the way it's supposed to move. All these moves that we're doing are essentially things that you do in everyday life. So I guess it's the same with weight training, except for you have a shit ton of weight, which you wouldn't really have normally. So it is a lot more taxing on the body for weight training. This doesn't mean you're going to have problems doing it. As long as you're careful and you warm up and you do everything properly, you'll be fine most likely. It's just for the purposes of this video, I'm just saying that weight training is most likely more dangerous than calisthenics. I mean, unless you do extreme calisthenics, in which case you could probably try to do some crazy shit on the bar, fall over and snap your neck, which is a possibility. Kind of grim, sorry I didn't mean to make it that way. But you know, it's just, I find that calisthenics is a lot more safe option if you're worried about that kind of thing. But injury should never really be a reason why you pick one or the other. If you're going to do any sport, you want to make sure you learn how to do it safely and properly, and you'll be good. I just thought that for the video I would mention it, just because we're comparing the two, and yeah. So hopefully this video helped to give you an idea of what you can achieve with calisthenics and weight training, and kind of the differences between the two, and maybe it'll help you decide. Keep in mind there's nothing wrong with mixing the two. You can have a bit of weight training, a bit of calisthenics, but depending on your goals, you're going to have to decide which one is more suited to you. I personally switched from weight training to calisthenics because as much as it's fun to get stronger with the weights, all I really saw was the numbers going up. It was the same exercise, the numbers going up, so more weight. But with calisthenics, I find that there's a lot more room for progression, more visible progress, if that makes sense. So if you start off with just a normal push-up, and then eventually you can do a planche push-up, which is very impressive. But with the bench press, you start with maybe what, I don't know, 60 kilos, and then you end up doing 140 kilos. You're still doing the exact same movement, the only thing that's changed is the number or the weight that's on the bar. So I find personally calisthenics is more fun, I find it more rewarding. Obviously I'm fairly new to pursuing all the crazy moves and stuff. I did do a lot of calisthenics in the past, but now I'm really pursuing it seriously, and this is what I'm going for. And I personally so far find it much funner. That's just me. I'm not saying it's more fun than weight training, it's just my personal opinion, so don't hate me for that. So I guess it's up to you guys. You're going to have to decide which one you want to try. And like I said, you can mix the two together. So I hope this video helped. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like. Helps get the video around, more visible on YouTube so more people can see it, and it can help more people hopefully. If you want to leave a comment down below for any videos that you'd like me to make, so any requests, feel free to do so. If you just have anything to say, any questions, just go for it, don't hesitate. And if you want to see more videos like this, tutorials, bodyweight training exercises, things like that, some workouts that you can follow along. I've got a lot planned, so subscribe for more if you want to see those videos. And until next time guys, stay strong, peace out.